Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a video on stone wall construction. Myself and my family worked on a project to put up a stone wall that would make a flower bed in our backyard. So first of all, we're going to be mixing up the mortar. This is going to be used to stick the rocks onto the cement wall, obviously. So when we're mixing the mortar, we want to be able to make it into a consistency that is like a thick pancake batter. So what it's going to look like is when it's on the trowel and you turn the trowel upside down, it's not going to slide off. So here we are putting some of the mortar onto the back of the rock. We put that little indent in so that it creates some suction for when you're putting the rock onto the cement wall. So here's another image of us putting on the rocks, and sometimes we need to place little rocks in between so that it just helps it to stay into place until the mortar sets. So when we're placing the rocks onto the wall, you're going to want to make it into, it's like putting together a puzzle. So you don't want everything to be too uniform, you want it to be random looking. So at times you're going to have to either cut some of the rocks or chip away at it in order to create some inconsistencies in the pattern of the rocks. And there it is once you start to put all the rocks on and it has set overnight. Keep in mind again, you want to keep that kind of pattern. So once the rocks are set, we're going to put, continuing to use the same mortar mix, we're going to start to fill in the grout lines. Using another trowel, a thinner trowel, you're going to start filling in the grout lines, and then you're going to start to smooth it over with the trowel. The grout lines are actually the most important thing because it kind of sets the stage for the background drop of the rocks. So here we are smoothing it over. And a little tip for you, we use popsicle sticks to create some definition around the rocks so that when we clean everything off, the rocks are going to pop out. So you need to have the definition of the grout lines needs to be inset back from the rocks. So we also use a paintbrush to give it a little bit of texture on the grout lines so that it doesn't look super smooth. It looks like it has some kind of natural texture to it. And you can see right there that it's created some texture on the grout lines. Once the grout lines are all put in, you're going to be washing off the rocks so that you can take a look to see how the finished product is going to look, but also just to get all the remaining mortar mix off of the rocks. So you can see how it already is starting to pop out, and that's what it looks like when it's completed. And then we're going to just let that sit and set over the next couple of days. Once that's done, we're going to be getting an acid wash, and the acid wash will go over the entire project, and it'll clean off all the rocks, clean up all the excess mortar that are stuck on the rocks, and you end up with the finished project looking like that.